Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. I am at work and I am going to do this video right quick, and it was a video request that was asked for me to do from a person named Sharice Jackson. And I will sit here and I will say to Sharice Jackson that if you are watching this video, I am simply thanking you for taking the time to ask me and message me to do a particular video pertaining to how to deal with a friend that bring along other acquaintances to a planned event that you and that friend had planned, and that not just only doing it for this person's sake, but for every single person out there that is looking for an accurate and legit answer pertaining to this particular type of situation in order how to deal with it. And I just want to go on ahead and get started. Whenever it comes to you and that friend, and when you and that friend is planning a particular event, you the person, it is going to be your responsibility to tell that friend of yours right then and there, hey, I just wanted you and I to spend time with each other. That's what you're going to have to tell that particular friend before that planned event, if you are planning that event way ahead of time. And then whenever it comes to the day before a planned event, you always remind that same friend that you had planned that event with. In other words, you sit there and say, it's just only going to be you and me that is going to go to this planned event only. Nobody else, so that we can spend time with each other. But you always say that this planned event is going to be only for you and that friend only. And you have to do this the day before so you can give a reminder to that friend and let that friend actually know that, okay, it's just between you and that friend of yours, and that when you do this, there's a 70% chance that that friend will respect your wishes and not bring nobody else or no other acquaintances along with them. Now, I will sit here and I will say this, that if you have told that friend maybe way before ahead of time, and then the day before it was just only between you and that friend, and you know for a fact that you had told that friend it was just only you and that friend that is going to that particular event, and you told that particular friend the day before, and then that same friend disrespected your regards. In other words, what that friend does is that same friend go and bring acquaintances to what you and that same friend had planned at the same time. Now, if that friend disrespects you like that, then in other words, you need to go back and you need to sit down and talk with that particular friend at first. And then knowing how to approach that friend, you got to be like, hey, I thought this was just only you and me, not nobody else coming along. Now, if you have a talk with that friend, sometimes they will change right then and there. But if that same so-called friend goes back and do that same thing again, then in other words, you need to let that so-called friend go, because that so-called friend will never respect you after you sit there and told them it's just between you and that friend. And I sit here and I tell you that some so-called friends will do that to you and disrespect you like that. But when you have a so-called friends that disrespect your wish after you done sit there and told them, like I was saying earlier, it's time to let that person go. After you done had to talk with them and they don't want to change, cut them off and go find some new friends, or a new friend that is going to respect you and that value you and wants to spend time with you. Because I'm going to sit here, I'm going to tell you something. That same friend that loves bringing acquaintances to that planned event, what you and that so-called friend had planned, that's simply telling you, after you done had to talk with them, that should tell you that they only care about those acquaintances. and not you. And I'm just going to go on ahead and cut this video short. And that if you enjoyed and liked this video, I give you the invitation to please subscribe to this channel, because you'll receive content on a weekly basis. Thank you, and have a great and awesome evening, people. I'm going back to work.